Welcome to an all-new Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. I am joined by Cameo.
Why didn't you just tell me we were about to start?
Oh, what?
I'm just over here looking at you.
He was about to start swearing.
Right?
God.
Sorry. Do I need to start it over? 3, 2,
Yes,
1.
please.
Welcome to an all-new episode of Nerds to Men, where Cameo is ready this time.
I think so. What's up, guys?
Why were you born ready, Cameo?
Hey guys,
Because
I'm
I'm procrastinating.
I was just looking off. Can we just start over again?
Oh, yeah. So, all right, we'll start over for Buck this time.
3, 2, 1, go. No.
And that, of course, is Buck.
Hey.
Buck, the owner of New World Comics here in Oklahoma City, my favorite comic book store.
Mine
The
too.
comic book store.
It's the only one I go to.
Same here.
I would feel weird going into a different one now. It's almost like motorcycle gangs.
I treat it like being a vampire. Like, I only go when I'm invited.
Yes. Yeah. That's funny.
Are you invited to others?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so is there like a kind of like a West Side Story like to comic book owners?
So, like, it ebbs and flows. Like, usually, we all pretty much get along, but then, like, rumors get out or something, things get started.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Then, like, oh no, someone's been slighted and everyone's out for blood. But no, like, I think we're all cool now. Like, I think everyone's kind of calmed down. Like, when I first took over the store, there were some people that, like, made sure that word got out to me that they said, when I fail, they're going to buy my store. Like, wow. Yeah, and then they failed within 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's what
that
you
was
get.
fun. But, I mean, like, it was man, who says that to someone? That's,
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? At least I know there's an out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was 22, quit college for this, so it was
There was no other.
it was the sink or swim, guys.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you had the last laugh on that, though.
Oh, yeah,
Don't rub it in. We won't start any more wars.
No, not yet.
No, but yeah, I mean, I think we all get along now.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, the thing about it is, up here, it's like a family. So I don't, like I say, it'd be weird to me to go into another place just because, there won't be somebody at the front that's like, hey, these are comics that I collected for you this week. I knew you would love, and I that's why I love it up here.
Yeah, and I mean, each shop kind of caters to a different crowd. So, like, if you don't like one shop, then try another one that you do.
True. You guys have all the comic books. You've got graphic novels, trade paperbacks, some toys. This really awesome robot that's looking at me over here.
Oh, you mean Herbie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does it run?
Yeah.
I think we should have it.
It doesn't have
Herbie.
any legs,
The next time that Cameo goes on vacation.
Herbie doesn't have legs.
so he can't run.
He's just there to annoy the thing
Yeah.
on Fantastic Four Day.
Well, the next time that Cameo goes on vacation, I think he said he had one coming up. I know he didn't run it by you, Buck, but we should have Herbie sit in.
I mean, yeah, we could probably do that.
Or we could get rid of Cameo right now.
Ooh,
and
dang.
have him sit in.
That hurts. I'm sitting right here.
Well, you know what's better for the show.
Or we'll just get Stephanie and make a Cameo mask.
Hey, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
there you go.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, New World Comics. So you also have the podcast, New World Comics Podcast, and that thing is the best thing to listen to if you want to get more information on like comic books that these guys love, like Buck, and actually Cameo, I think is going to be a guest soon.
Soon, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So, and then like, what goes on around the comic book store. Because people come in, they go, they buy their books and they leave, but they don't sometimes know like all the fun stories that takes place.
And then some people just know everything.
Yeah. Well, you'll know by listening to this awesome podcast. So, and you can find it everywhere the Nerds to Men podcast is on. So that's easy for you to find. Also want to tell you about our friends at Paint and Cheers. They are in the Plaza District, and they are the place to go for date nights, ladies' nights, big office parties, the comic book shop, everybody. We could make a night and go up there. We could paint, create an awesome. Last week I kept saying pictures. It's not really pictures. I mean, I guess, would you call it a picture or a painting?
You could paint a picture.
Yeah, I guess.
Or you can picture a painting.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you could picture a painting, and then you could go make that one happen.
Yep.
At Paint and Cheers. And on top of that, you can get a little bit of what Cameo's got in his drink. They got all kinds of
Straws?
Some of that cognac.
They got all kinds of drinks and drink specials. That's the fun part. You make it a party. That's the thing I'm trying to get to you. That you can paint, drink, have as much fun as humanly possible with our friend Adam at Paint and Cheers. So go to cheers.com and reserve your seats today. All right, we're gonna get into the show right now. We got so much
do it.
Marvel and X-Men to talk about. Can't wait. I like when you add to the. I want to get like a collection of you doing your do, and then make one big one like Super Mix, and that'll be our intro. You know what I mean? So, but I shouldn't have said anything. I just got to get him over time where he's just
Now he's not going to do them anymore.
There's enough of my jackassery to go around.
But it'll sound like a Queen song probably, like when he comes in like do. Anyway, X-Men versus Avengers. Let's talk that. That's the big news. That is the big news that I heard this week.
So 4 years ago, Avengers and X-Men crossed over and fought, and then Hope Summers did. I got nothing.
But there was a little bit of a rumor going around Cameo. I think I saw you posted it on our Nerds to Men page on the Facebook site. But that they might be planning a crossover movie. Like we've been talking about, will we see X-Men in Endgame? But now we're getting like something for real that this could really happen. Now, where did this news come from?
Well, it's looking like it came from the higher ups in the Marvel Disney world. They are saying that obviously it's going to happen over time. They got to introduce the new X-Men characters and all that stuff. But and they also said that they wanted to give the now Avengers like space to breathe after the stuff with Endgame. Cool. So probably sometime in Phase 4 we might see something towards the end, like another Civil War type deal. So
okay, that's cool. Because when I heard it, it was that don't introduce the X-Men like that. That's dumb.
Yeah, I saw some people that were like, no, and I'm for it.
Either way, I'm cool with it. No, as long as they have James McAvoy still, I'm cool.
I don't think they will.
They won't.
No.
He's going to cost too much.
Yep. But no, I think that they need to slowly build the X-Men, kind of like they did the Avengers, because, look at how well, there's a lot else that went into it, but look at how well Justice League did for DC when they were like, here's everything all at once.
Right.
What would you think about Hugh Jackman playing Professor X?
That's weird.
No.
He's getting old.
Yeah?
Super old.
I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not. I think it'd be awesome. No. Well, the reason I say that is because nobody wants a movie because they don't want Wolverine without Hugh Jackman. And you've heard me say, I'm ready to move on. Let's just cast somebody and go.
Yeah, for a long time, I don't think he was all that great at. Like, X-Men 2 was really great, and then, all the other ones were weird.
What about Logan, though?
No, that and Logan are, the two that's man, he's great in these. But, go back and watch X-Men 1.
I did, when you told me to go do that, it wasn't horrible, but it was long and drawn out.
Yeah, and then go back and watch X-Men 3.
No.
Exactly. Then go back watch Wolverine Origins.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not
the Wolverine.
I'm not
like
the hugest fan
of
of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I never was. I think he's good. And I think he's done a great job, but he's never been the guy that I was like, they could never replace him to me.
So,
there's a lot of people that are like, click, unfollow.
Yeah. But, the fun thing is, Wolverine has his origins in movies. So it turns out that the way that Wolverine's been written and the way that we love him is based off of a movie called Slapshot.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Dr. Hook.
Yeah,
that character in there, he's just there briefly.
Really?
Yeah,
and so that's that Canadian.
Yeah, John Byrne and Chris Claremont were like That's how we write this guy.
That's funny.
I bet you if Brad's willing to, he'll throw in a clip right here.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
No, I will. I want to see that myself because
I
have a hockey hat on, but I haven't seen Slapshot since I was little.
Yeah,
So-
but you see it, you're like, oh, he's even got the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'll look that up. So let's say there's an X-Men versus Avengers movie. That's still 5 years away.
If not more.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had said they wanted to let these current Avengers breathe, but who's left over at that point?
I think we're even getting a whole new team.
That'd be
Yeah.
new Avengers, new everything.
Yeah,
I
like-
think what's going to happen is they're going to keep, obviously, Scarlet Witch. They might bring back Vision.
Yeah, I mean, because
Spider-Man.
Paul Bettany's affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's still affordable.
Yeah.
I want to jump around here for just a second
How
because
dare you?
there's other movies out there involving the X-Men. Like, we're like, ooh, the X-Men could be in a movie. There's a few, but real quick,
What it is, ooh, the X-Men could be in a good movie.
yeah, a Marvel movie. That's the thing for sure. But New Mutants, that's the one that kind of, when it first came out, people were acting like it was going to be more of a horror movie. It kind of reminded me more of what Legion is on FX. Do you watch Legion, Buck?
I started it and I haven't played catch up yet, but man, it's awesome.
I
so
noticed
far.
season 2 is now available on Hulu, so I'm
Yep.
going to watch season 2.
All right, I'm back in.
Yeah. But that's what New Mutants kind of was reminding me of. And then I heard that they were redoing it, and I don't know who is involved, what's involved. But
Yeah.
you had said you had heard something about reshoots not even happening now.
Yeah, so when I first heard that it was going to be like horror based and all that, I thought, man, that's awesome that they're using the superhero like genre to transcend its own genre.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, that's awesome. And then apparently it tested terribly. Like they yeah, so bad that they had to put in a new character that was supposed to like explain what was going on because like everyone was just lost. So they're like, all right, well let's reshoot these things. And that's why the movie keeps getting pushed back. And apparently reshoots haven't even been scheduled yet.
Okay. Wow.
So,
So it's coming to Hulu.
I mean, maybe.
Has there been a movie that doesn't have to be a superhero movie that they showed a trailer for and it never came to fruition?
Fantastic Four,
Really? Mm-hmm. Which one?
the very first one. And Captain America ended up getting just VHS release.
Did the Tim Burton Superman, there was never a trailer, right?
No.
That was just a bunch of test shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that there's other stuff that got trailers that never happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I could tell you by name, but I remember, seeing trailers for it, and then the movie didn't come out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then what happened to that Fantastic Four movie? It ended up video or
Yeah,
straight to video?
no.
Straight to YouTube. 20
Avi
years
Arad
later.
bought all the rights to it and shelved it. Like it's the
Oh.
one that they just released on YouTube that were like, all right, everyone, listen, there's enough of this going around.
Right.
Here
right.
you go.
Okay.
But yeah, the Roger Corman one.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was a trailer though for another X-Men movie that came out last week, the Dark Phoenix saga. Mm-hmm. Isn't that's what it's based off of, the
And
Dark
it's pronounced
Phoenix?
Sega.
But that was a whole run of stories in the comics, right?
Yeah.
Which you could get here at New World Comics.
Yeah, actually, we just got those in stock. Like a
Yeah.
collection of that just came in today.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. Gotta buy it.
So I was watching the trailer right before this started because I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet, and I mean it looks good. I don't know. I don't know much about that story in it or anything. So I thought it was cool that they were going with something like that was a book already, or something like
Yeah.
that. But which X-Men has done, here recently. So that's cool. But I didn't know much about it. So tell me, does this excite you still, or did it ever?
I mean, knowing that this is more than likely the last of any of those X-Men series, like
Yeah.
they keep getting things right about it, like how they treat Quicksilver
Right.
is exactly how you need to treat Quicksilver.
I agree. And I saw him in the trailer, and I thought, oh, cool. They got Quicksilver back in this one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, like, if this was going to be, like, more about Jean Grey.
It should be, yeah.
But, is this like a standalone type movie, or is this an X-Men movie? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't see why they're not mutually or why it has to be like an exclusive thing like that. I think
Sure.
I think it's following Apocalypse and all that other stuff. That this is just how they chose to progress it.
Like you know how they had the Wolverine movies that were separate.
Yeah.
I didn't know if.
Oh yeah, no, I think those Wolverines ones were supposed to be part of the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the Wolverine wasn't part of it at all until the very end.
Right. Well, yeah, because I mean, so much happened that just didn't happen. Like,
Yeah.
his claws got cut off, and Professor X was a different dude entirely.
Yeah.
And stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, but to me, like the Days of Future Past is like the most X-Men an X-Men movie can be.
That's
like
I agree with that.
because it kind of throws a lot of the continuity to the wind and tries to make up for other stuff, and people have weird powers that they didn't have before,
Right.
And Kitty Pryde, like,
Oh yeah.
how do you figure out that you have the power to send someone in time by massaging their temple? Like, how do you I stumbled across this one day while eating cereal.
Yeah, because it was who in the I forgot that was Scott Summers' daughter, right?
Rachel,
yeah.
Well, she ended up being in the past, but they used like an actual time machine to send Kitty's consciousness in time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was old lady Kitty that was like going back and trying to stop everyone from assassinating Senator Kelly.
Okay.
You had like Days of Future Past, which was in the animated series too. They did that. Did they do Dark Phoenix in the animated series?
Yeah, and actually the animated series did a really good job of kind of streamlining it.
Mm-hmm. And then
And Days of Future Past was basically like the first few episodes, wasn't it?
yeah,
Because I remember
it was
Cable
or season 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the first couple in season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
season 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. So that's Dark Phoenix comes out when? It's pretty soon, right?
June, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, June.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it comes out right before Spider-Man.
When
Not
I was
right
watching
before.
it, I did get the sense too. I was like, well, this is the end of that era.
Yeah.
Which it's fine.
I mean, it's the second time they've tackled Dark Phoenix, so it's X-Men 3.
Yeah, let's hope they do this one a lot better.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Which one is your favorite of the X-Men movies?
The Days of Future Past, because
does Logan count?
no.
Okay, so Days of Future Past would be mine too.
Yeah, because that's a Wolverine movie, not necessarily like, oh, this is the X-Men
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I agree.
So
I'd have to say
Logan would be mine if if that counted,
Yeah.
and Days of Future Past is mine. If it
yeah,
doesn't.
that'd be like counting a Spider-Man movie as an Avenger movie.
Okay, I
know?
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll say Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Cameo.
I say that too, but what I hold dear in my heart is X2 though. X2 was my favorite. When I saw the very beginning, Nightcrawler just whooping butt, man. That was everything to me.
And Wolverine's like berserker thing through the school.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Now that's the man, how cool is that?
yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, I changed mine to Deadpool.
It's not an X-Men movie.
It is.
I'll be over
It
here.
had X-Men in it.
But he's
Juggernaut
no.
was in it, and that Deadpool too. That was kind of cool though. I'd like to see Juggernaut in in an X-Men movie.
Dude, if they got Juggernaut to be in an X-Men movie,
That'd be awesome.
like the real Juggernaut in Deadpool 2, oh man,
Yeah.
that'd be dope.
I did hear we're going to continue with the Marvel and all that. Blade is coming back for the movies, right?
Yeah,
A
supposedly,
movie.
yeah.
And you know who they're going to have play Blade?
Wesley Snipes.
Yes. Which I thought was cool because I really didn't. I was like, oh, I guess he's still in the running. I thought maybe they were recasting.
Well, this is still a rumor though, because I guess was it a few months ago, Wesley Snipes was talking about that he had 2 projects in the works for Blade. So maybe that's somewhat true, but a lot of people saying that like one of his deals might be passing the torch on to his daughter, and then not sure what the other one is. So I mean,
Yeah.
maybe both of them are like that, just 2 different outcomes. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I hear that Wesley Snipes is like impossible to work with.
I heard that too. I heard
Yeah.
that on oh man. I think it was I know for sure on the set of Blade 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody liked working with him. Like he told people to come up and talk to him as Blade. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's Blade. Not
Well,
Wesley Snipes.
I mean, a lot of actors do that.
No, that's-
Actresses, yeah. Actually, I was wondering this the other day, and I don't. This may go down a rabbit hole we don't want to go. Have you ever heard of women being like, what do they do? The actors.
Be careful.
No, where they go full in as their character.
Method acting.
actor.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of women that were method actors?
Yeah.
Really?
Actresses.
Actresses?
Yeah.
Sure. Because I haven't. I didn't know if there were any that I could think of. You
Yeah,
know?
man. Yeah, lots of actors and actresses do that. Like, it's just, what they do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was thinking about that the other day.
Like,
'cause-
it annoys everyone else on set, and
Yeah.
most people don't like it, but yeah.
yeah.
it
I could see
happens.
maybe kind of like Jodie Foster being one that might do that because she's,
She's weird.
yeah. But, I mean, it just, I don't know why the other day I was thinking about that. Anyway.
Why are you thinking of other women, Brad? When you tell Jim.
Oh, my God. How's your marriage?
I just wondered if that was just something
Where's your ring?
that dudes do because they're crazy, and women are like, we don't have to do that.
Did you just call women crazy?
I said dudes were crazy.
Oh, that's not what I
man.
heard.
God.
Y'all are going to hell.
Send angry messages to Brad.
That's not what I said. I said maybe women think that's
Man, you
useless.
should really stop talking so bad
useless
about
You're
thing
saying women are
that-
useless?
Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh, Brad.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, women.
Hashtag me too.
Y'all need to apologize to your women. Stupid. All right. Where were we?
Did you call women stupid?
Oh, my God.
Oh Lord, just
Man,
keep digging yourself in that hole, man.
we've lost all the listeners
Yeah,
at this
right.
point.
I quit.
Oh, we just got it back.
Dang. Wow. Well, instead of shutting down the show, let's talk about Disney shutting down Marvel Comics.
Boo.
I
Not
know.
going to happen.
I don't even know why this came out, but I guess they were talking about, sales and stuff, and that it might be a time where they don't want to do Marvel Comics or
Yeah, that's never going to happen for them.
No.
I mean, for several reasons. One, yeah, sales are kind of down.
Mm-hmm.
Two, this rumor came out from someone misinterpreting a title for a panel that they're doing at the Disney Expo. It was like Marvel Comics to film, and someone's like, "Oh, they're shutting down comics." No, how did you get that from that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Joe Quesada is going to be South by Southwest
Yeah.
doing a panel on that.
Yeah. So the reason that they're always going to keep the comics going is that this is their testing ground to see what people will like
Yeah.
and won't like.
yeah.
Like, this is where people were like, "Oh yeah, they do like Howard the Duck. Let's involve him."
Yeah, true. But let me ask you this: do you see a time where they might scale it down to less characters, or
Yeah.
I
I mean, because honestly, they're kind of flooding the market right now.
right? I've heard as opposed to DC.
Yeah, DC's kind of scaled back, and it's working out for them. Marvel is putting out twice, if not three times, as many comics right now.
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah.
Now
Think about it.
we could really make people mad and list the comics that they should cut right now. No, we won't do that because you know what? That's the thing is there's something for everybody. But I just wonder because Mr. Miracle, would that be a title that would normally get made if?
Yes. Well, just because they came to Tom King about that one, and were like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" And he was like, "This." And they're like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, yeah.
But Vision probably wouldn't have been one that he would have made had they been scaling back. So
right.
yeah,
Oh, I forgot he did Vision.
yeah.
That guy. He's going to be
That
on
guy.
every show.
That guy.
That
Have you
guy.
finished Mr. Miracle?
No, I was
Oh my
meaning to
gosh.
finish it today, but
Hurry up. I want to talk about it.
I know. I'm gonna stay up for 5 days straight and just read every comic book I have.
I mean, you should do that, but you don't have to stay up 5 days straight.
That's the only way it's gonna get done. All right, let's talk about real quick my friends at Paint and Cheers.
Let's do
because
it.
we're gonna get into but I want to tell you about the drink specials that they have at Paint and Cheers. They have on Thursdays, Thirsty Thursdays, where it's $5 Boda Box wine, which my wife loves Boda Box wine. I think I've said this on the show before, but one day when he told me about that special, he's like, women love it. They love it. And I was like, all right. And so I go home and I ask my wife. She's like, yeah, I got it in the freezer or the fridge. And I was like, oh, they must love it. So, yeah, they got that. You can paint a picture, enjoy some wine, some vino.
Ooh.
And then on Saturday, starting at 2 p.m., they have bottomless sangrias.
Ooh.
And Sundays at 2 p.m., bottomless mimosas. Yeah. So those are just a few of the drink specials. They got all kinds of things for you to get your drink on. And you'll be able to paint a painting.
Picture a painting.
Painting that you'll love. You'll be happy to take home and put on your wall. If you would like, you can go to their Facebook page, Paint and Cheers, or we also share it on ours. Either way, and you can see what they're going to paint that night or what the drink specials. They're good for large parties, date night, all of it. Reserve your seats right now at paintandcheers.com. That's paint with the letter N, cheers.com. So now it's time for Obager. Ooh, I like that.
Oh.
That might have to be our new little theme song. We'll just cut it in. But so this is where we tell you, because we record this on Mondays.
Yes.
So we'll tell you kind of what we got, what we're excited about, and what's coming out. Because by the time this is up on Wednesday, it'll be new in the shop.
That's right.
So do you want to talk about what we got so far?
Yeah, let's hear what you guys have.
Well, I had to get Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I know nothing about this other than it says you knew him as the Punisher.
Well, I mean, did you not read the Thanos wins?
Not yet.
My God.
I have the Thanos that I got last week.
Well, I mean, I can't really talk about it without spoiling it.
Is it a spoiler?
Oh, it's totally is.
Well, this is the sequel. This is so I was told I had to get it.
So yeah, I guess we have to spoil it right now for you. So Cosmic Ghost Rider is Frank Castle.
Really?
From the future, yeah.
That's awesome.
And man, a lot of bad stuff has happened, and he's gone a little crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
And
I can't wait.
Kind of gets the power cosmic.
Real quick,
Yeah.
Baby Thanos is hideous.
Well, yeah.
Like,
That's so cute.
what?
Can I show this? On
Yes.
Things got weird.
That's so baby Thanos. He's
But,
cute.
but yeah, so Cosmic Ghost Rider is kind of the breakout character from last year. Man, he is fan freaking tastic.
Yep.
And has a new comic coming out this week.
Really?
Yeah, where he destroys the Marvel Universe.
Oh,
Why we
nice.
keep destroying it?
I love those. Like I had the Deadpool destroys the Marvel Universe. Those
Yeah.
are fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
So,
I got this Batman Beyond. This is this the Rebirth Batman Beyond
I think it is. Oh, that's the
2.0
Yeah,
Volume 3?
yeah.
Mark of the Phantasm. But yeah, I've been wanting to collect a little bit more on the Batman Beyond and read those just for the fun of it. So I had to pick that one up. Is this one that we have talked about?
I talked about it last week, but I mean, we can talk about it more.
Fantastic Four 7. I got a couple more issues to read to get caught up on this one, but this I'm excited about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Doctor Doom has his own little herald, and they're fighting Galactus.
The thing that Fantastic Four, there's two things. It just surprises me because I was never like drawn to Fantastic Four at all. But I always thought Doctor Doom was cool. So these are like hitting it right out of the park.
I'm just saying. Eventually, everyone comes around to to what I'm saying.
And then I just got the another Guardians of the Galaxy because I'll tell you why. I had Volume 1 up at the warehouse where I work.
Yeah.
And I told some people, I was like, hey, feel free to read it because I'm going to be reading this. So, it's always fun if they're reading it and you can talk to them about it.
Also, it involves Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Right.
Yeah.
And it disappeared. So.
Oh no.
Yeah. Somebody must have taken it.
Way
home.
to go! I haven't read this yet. Thank you.
So that's so I had to get that one.
Man, look at that thing that's happening inside that comic book.
Wow.
I just
Crazy.
love this setup though. The whole that they're tracking Thanos.
Is that Black Widow
because he
naked?
could be- oh,
Just kidding. No, not really.
it is.
Oh my.
Cameo.
Oh buck no.
This is a family store cameo.
What?
My entire
Is that
reminder.
Gladiator? No.
Just stop it. Just stop.
All right.
So that's what I got. That's what I'm anxious to get to get
Cameo,
read
you got
this week.
anything?
Yeah, I didn't bring it in, but I'm really digging Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Awesome.
Man, this last episode, last issue came out last week, right? The
Yeah.
third one. Spider-Man didn't know a lot of stuff,
Right.
so that's all I can say. Like,
Yeah, without spoiling things, yeah, like bad stuff's happening to Aunt May and things change.
yes, big time, and it's amazing. I'm digging that. I haven't gotten into issue 7 of Fantastic Four, but issue 6 was pretty interesting. I like that one.
Yeah.
Talked about his Herald, and you haven't read it yet, so I can't.
It's fine. I'll
But
catch up.
no, it's cool. I won't say nothing. But yeah, that one, and what else did I get? Oh crap, I forgot. But yeah, those are the ones that stick out in my mind.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, let me get to some stuff that came out last week, and then we'll get into some stuff that comes out this week. Avengers: The No Road Home is fan-freaking-tastic. I made Cameo read the first couple pages of this right before all this. Just so
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's so good.
Is there a variant cover that's
There's variant covers to all of them, man.
on the okay?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the other cover.
So here's the cover to 3.
Oh no, that's the one.
Okay,
that
yeah.
looks so good.
Well, it's
That is
because the
awesome.
series is so good.
Suck at. But look at that cover, Cameo.
Yeah, look at it.
Ooh.
See?
Isn't that crazy?
Unless you're just listening, listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it follows a group of Avengers that don't really want to be part of this whole series and all the hijinks that ensue just because of, oh, look, they all don't want to get along, but they have to in order to save the universe. It's great. Then from DC, we have Heroes in Crisis.
Oh yes.
Man,
Yes.
Tom King, again, knocking it out of the park. So the heroes, when something really, really bad happens, they need to go someplace to, talk it out and kind of come down from things.
Right. Right.
So this is their own little sanctuary. Mm-hmm. It's actually named Sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And something really bad happens there. Some heroes end up dead, and then the tapes that everyone's been confessing all their stuff to get leaked.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is, following all that mystery.
Kind of sounds like what happened on Gotham.
No, it doesn't.
We don't talk about that show anymore.
I this one again, Tom King.
Yeah.
This is one that I'm not caught up on either, but I'm so
How many issues is going to come out for
anxious.
9.
that? 9?
Yep.
Okay, put me down for the trade paperback.
Will do.
Cool.
So then the last one from last week that I want to talk about is Superior
Cheating.
Spider-Man number 3. So a lot of people are kind of down on this book, which I don't get it. It's great. So last issue, Spider-Man ended up getting, or Superior Spider-Man ended up getting the power cosmic. Like the Captain Universe power came in and was like, hey, what's up? Here's all the power. So he fights Terrax, and then I guess, spoiler alert, he decides to hold on to the power, but not just physically. He's like, hey, let's store this over here for when I need it. So, yeah, crazy stuff happens there.
Sounds pretty dumb, Spider-Man. Not superior at all.
So how many runs are there of Spider-Man going? There's Superior, Friendly Neighborhood.
And then Miles and, amazing.
So this one is a totally different deal.
Yeah, this one's Doc Ock Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we have 3 actual Spider-Man titles, and then Friendly Neighborhood is like a mini-series with Peter.
Is there any one that's more kid-friendly or less kid-friendly?
I'd say that this one would be technically less kid-friendly, and that Miles would be more kid-friendly, but they're all about the same. Like, nothing really awful happens in any of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but Doc is just like a jerk.
Yeah, but it's really funny to see him like, okay, we could use this to our advantage sometime. I really like doing all this good. Like he's doing good things more or less, but yeah, he's going about it kind of the wrong way. So it's pretty neat. But coming out this next week, Batman issue 66. We just had the Batman Flash crossover wrap up, and it'd be interesting to see if this next issue comes out and is the fallout from that, or if it's going to continue on with the Nightmare storyline that's been going on.
So the Batman Flash crossover thing.
Yeah.
That started kind of back in the Rebirth. That started everything, didn't it?
Yeah, well, so it crossed over with the button, and that kind of kicked off the Doomsday Clock, which another issue that comes out this next week. But this one was just kind of tying into Heroes in Crisis.
Oh, okay.
And it ruined Batman and Flash's relationship. Like they're,
Right.
you know, if they become friends again after this, it'll be very surprising.
Right.
So it'll be really, really neat to see what this next issue ends up being. Also coming out this week, we mentioned it before, Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys the Marvel Universe. It's going to be all sorts of fun.
Can't wait.
Green Lantern, the newest issue of that comes out. I've been telling everyone that it reads just like Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. Like it's weird. It's a little creepy. It's got the kind of a horror vibe, but it's so good. It's so well done. I love it.
Nice.
How many issues is out already?
I think this is issue 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Then finally, Young Justice issue 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's so good. So it's the group of teenagers that just kind of accidentally get together and are fighting in Gym World, and they have kind of a really cool interaction with each other. That it's just kind of neat seeing the teenagers be teenagers and want to be superheroes.
So I wanted to mention I have been reading The Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
I was reading 2 the other day. And there was the, I guess there's another spin-off of that with the Grim Knight or the.
That's coming out. Yeah.
When is that out already, or is
No,
it coming out?
It's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't wait. I want to read that one because he's like the Punisher. I
Yes.
think you had said that on another podcast, maybe the one with Ben, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, on the New World Comics podcast, that he's kind of the Punisher, Batman, basically. Where I think in the Batman Who Laughs, they said he's the one who picked up the gun.
Yeah.
Instead of, so he's really deadly, and that one, I mean, I think that would be an awesome, because we've argued about this, and not really. I mean, you win the argument every time. Batman doesn't kill,
Yeah.
and shouldn't kill, but it might be fun to see one who does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, and those things are crazy anyway.
Oh, yeah.
The Batman Who Laughs and the is it Dark Metal or
Dark Knight Metal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dark Knight Metal.
Is there
so.
a Thomas Wayne Batman comic out?
Not one with just him, but yeah, like
Okay.
he's shown up a lot.
Okay.
All right. Before we go, I do want to mention I watched the movie Bohemian Rhapsody over the weekend,
How
which
was it?
we talked about it. It was pretty good. Really, it was it reminded me of the Walk the Line movie with Johnny Cash, where it was like, I bet there was a lot better stories than what they, featured. I mean, it was very touching though, and what Freddie Mercury went through, and wanting to basically come out and just live his life, and that was such a weird thing back then, for because I remember when I was young, people would be like, "Is Freddie Mercury gay? Is Elton John gay?" All these people, and to now you'd be like, "Oh, of course, we all knew that," but back then it was, I don't know, there was something about it where everybody was questioning that, and so they kind of talked about that in the movie. They showed how people were after him to admit things, and how that affected him. But I don't know, like I thought maybe I was hoping that it'd be like a deeper type movie, and it was a good movie. It really was. But what I really thought was really cool, spoiler alert, they played Live Aid back in the day. And
What?
yeah. But the way that they filmed it, and I mean, it felt like you were up on the stage in front of all these people, and I think it was in Wimbledon or whatever. Man, it was exciting to watch that part. I was like looking at it on the big screen at the house, like that's what I always imagined it was. Because I played in bands and we played festivals and stuff, but nothing ever that huge. And so it was amazing the way they portrayed that, and
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's that. For that part alone, I thought the whole movie was worth it. But I thought I can't remember how you say. Is it Rami or Rami?
I think it's Rami.
Yeah.
Rami Malek.
I think he's
Right.
a good actor. He just really angered me with Mr. Robot and that show.
I never watched it. I mean, I watched a couple episodes, but
Have you seen it, Buck?
I don't think I'm old enough.
It's a ripoff. It's a ripoff of Fight Club, basically. Spoiler alert. But and they even admit it. They like admitted it afterwards. They're like,
really?
it was an homage. Like, no, you ripped it off.
I mean, listen, if you're gonna rip off Fight, I mean, there are worse things to rip off.
Well,
Like,
do it properly. Just hey, this is what it is. But anyway, I digress. But I think that there was a scene in the movie where he had found out he had AIDS and he was gonna die. Because back then it was much more of a death sentence than sometimes it is now. But and he's singing Bohemian Rhapsody and hearing the words coming from him, at that point was like, that's haunting right there, So, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Like, did you guys watch Ray?
yes.
Yeah,
See, I thought Ray was a little more warts and all. You know what I mean?
was.
a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah. So I appreciated that. And I understand why they make the movies like they do, like with Walk the Line and Freddie Mercury. Nobody wants to really, on these people. But I almost thought that like Almost Famous would be a better biography like type movie.
Yeah.
Than I mean, that one was fake, but like that one, that's
I mean, it was based off real stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked how that movie portrayed being on the road and the rock and roll lifestyle. And I felt like we didn't get that as much with this movie. Although it was pretty good, and there's things about Freddie Mercury that I didn't know until I watched this movie. So I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Check it out.
Check it out then.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
A couple people passed away that we'll mention on the way out.
Yeah.
The guy from The Prodigy.
He's
You
no
remember-
longer smacking anyone up.
No, he that was weird to find out. And then Luke Perry.
Yes.
Yeah. See, what Luke Perry kind of freaked me out when I saw that because that made me feel old. I remember when we were young and he was like the teen. He wasn't a teenager, I'll guarantee you that. But he was like the teenage heartthrob,
Well,
with 90210.
Last Monday, I read a headline saying that they were trying to make a show about 90210 coming back, but like just a show about it trying to come back.
Oh.
Not it being the comeback.
Right.
I was like, man, that's okay. That's an interesting thing. And now it's nope.
Yeah. I didn't know Luke
Yeah.
Perry was on Riverdale.
Yeah, he was Archie's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So he had been doing something. What, do you have a stroke?
Yeah, he had a stroke last Wednesday.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that, and I guess he didn't recover. So.
No, it's very sad, man. Very sad.
Yeah. Also enjoyed him in 8 Seconds. That was a good movie. Did you see that?
I liked him as Krusty's brother on The Simpsons,
Oh yeah.
or half brother. Yeah.
8 Seconds. He was the bull rider who Lane Frost.
Oh,
Yeah. So
He was Pike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I did. I loved that movie, but didn't remember him as Pike.
I do remember that. Yeah. So that was crazy. So we'll end on a bummer.
Yeah. Way to go.
Sorry.
Oh,
What do we got to do to pump it up? After
Dirt
this?
Man for life.
Yeah. Cameo.
Keep it nerdy, baby.
Thanks for bailing me out.